All right, men, I'm off of work, which means it's time to talk to you guys. And I'm done breaking my back. I'm done working like a donkey to make another man rich, and it's time to talk to you guys. And what I've got on my mind today is the most common problem that I see with young men when they are looking to court a woman. This is the most common issue I see, and it's one which makes me cringe. It makes my insides twist in embarrassment whenever I see it. And that is fundamentally, it's rooted in a misunderstanding of what the purpose of a male-female relationship is, ultimately marriage. Because, I'm not talking about boyfriend and girlfriend, because that's obvious foolishness. Marriage. You're looking for a woman to love and cleave onto, and this is the number one bit of advice that I could give to a young man who is in that position right now. And that is, find your purpose. Find your purpose. Because you have to understand the dynamic that exists between men and women. The man, fundamentally in a relationship, is the leader. He is directing the marriage. Okay, the purpose of a marriage is to produce something. Whether it's a financial goal, whether it's a political goal, whether it is a philosophical goal, whether it's to produce children, which is what the goal for most marriages are. The marriage is there to produce something, and the man is the spearhead of that operation. He takes that marriage and he leads it in a particular direction. He is the guider. He is the guidance of the marriage. So when I mean like a goal, it's let's say the man is very interested in politics, right? He's interested in things that are going on in his local community, and he wants to help out. He wants to contribute. He wants to make sure certain policies pass. Well, the woman, she stays at home. She cooks and cleans and takes care of the laundry and all that, the domestic duties, so the man can focus on that. But once again, he is spearheading that marriage in a particular direction, wherever it's going. That is the dynamic that exists between men and women. And when a man does not have a purpose, when he does not know why he's alive, who he lives for, what's going on in the world, when he has no foundational doctrine which he stands upon, then he can't lead anybody. He himself is confused in his own life, so yet he is trying to search for another woman. And he himself is misguided. What are you going to do? You're going to find another woman and misguide her? No, it's foolishness. Most of the time, at least I saw this a lot, especially in high school, but even going into your 20s and 30s, people will do this. They'll seek women out of desperation. I'm just adjusting the camera because it keeps shaking. And yeah, they'll seek women out of desperation. So they're afraid of feeling lonely, and they're upset because they want to cleave on to somebody. It comes out of desperation and sadness, but there's no real goal to like 90% of the relationships that you see in the modern world. And it's ridiculous. That's why they end in failure. The man really doesn't know what he wants out of life. The woman doesn't really know what kind of a man she's looking for, what kind of an operation and project she wants to get behind. And so two people, they get together because they're desperate and they're afraid and upset of being alone. And then, the disaster ensues from there because there is no meeting of the minds. They don't know what they want fundamentally. So that is the number one bit of advice that I would give to a young man today. First, find out why you're alive, what your purpose is, why you're here. I'll tell you what your purpose is. You were fundamentally created by God Almighty to worship and glorify Him. You were created to give praise to Him day and night. Now, how that manifests in your life, what the particular implementation of that is, I don't know. You're going to have to find that for yourself. You're going to have to assess your strengths and weaknesses, the things that you like in life, the things that bother you. You're going to have to do some deep soul searching to find that out. But that is the foundational purpose. You're here to worship God. Now, how you do that in your life is up to you. But first, find that out. Find your goal and your purpose before you look for a woman. Otherwise, you're in no position to look for anybody because you haven't even found yourself. And, I would see this a lot in high school, like men and women, not even men and women, it would be boys and girls. They would start dating each other and, they would get attached and cleave unto one another. Yet, I always failed to see the purpose. What was the point of that relationship? What was the objective of it? Love is ancillary. It's something you add on to once you find somebody meeting your base criteria. Whatever, you obviously, as a believing man, we want a believing woman. Those are the only women that are lawful for us. And on top of that, we want a woman who takes care of the home, who respects us, who gives us kindness and love and is soft towards us. These are the prerequisites. And once you have that, and a woman who believes in your vision, whatever your vision is in life, whether you want to have lots of kids, whether you want to accrue a lot of money, whether you want to create a certain type of business or get into politics, whatever that is, a woman who sees that vision, wants to get behind it, believes in it, that is your prerequisite. Once you find that, then you can fall in love with her, then you can cleave unto her after you've obviously put a ring on her. But until then, it's foolishness and it's vain. So that's the advice I'm going to give to you young men. First, find out who you are, then look for a woman. Because otherwise the relationship is doomed for failure. You're not in the right state of mind. You're not fully a man yet. You haven't grown up until you found that about yourself, until you know exactly where you're going in your life. Anyways, men, that's really all I have to say on that. I hope this talk has been a blessing, and Assalamu alaikum. Remember, deceit abounds, so keep your eyes wide open. Peace out.